Listen, get on that.
You can also write fan fiction if you want.
Yeah, go for that.
Let's
Yeah,
see.
that's not
I'm in the
canon.
middle. I'm in the middle of all Ender Games books. I got 15 minutes left on. Let me see. Which one am I at right now?
I forgot.
I am on Shadow Puppets.
I forgot you were like you read like you listen to audiobooks while my brain stopped working there, and I was like, what a wild way to measure how far you are in a book. How do you know how long it would take you to finish?
Yeah, that's an insane amount of like confidence and control to be like, it's going to take me that long to read it and understand it.
Yeah, I'm on Shadow Puppets. Pretty interesting. Finally happened. So yeah. Uh, Bean has to be. I don't know why they didn't make Bean the main character instead of Ender. Like, Bean would have been so much better.
I will take your word for it.
Couldn't tell you. I've never read it.
Yeah, does anybody else read any of the Ender's Game books?
Not all of them, but I read a few.
Yeah, I know Scal has.
And I saw the movie and I met the authors. But we didn't sit down and go through all of the books, so.
It's too bad.
What a shame. Pretty good.
Yeah, but maybe one day. Give it a look see.
Yeah.
For now, we got our own story to worry about. This is episode number 98.
Segway.
This one's called Our Kingdom Come.
Oh boy.
Last time was a series of peace talks between Gideon Lagoon, representing the armies of Mochipa, and the newly established Tenegrael of Internum. Both of whom wanted an end to conflict, but had to get something out of it in order to satisfy their respective nations. And we came to a pretty good agreement. Our party here was able to help them maneuver those treacherous waters. But peace was very short lived because the peace talks concluded with a rumbling outside and the fleeing of wild animals to the ocean. And that has resulted in all of us coming outside of the tent where the peace talks were held to try to determine exactly what the problem is. Ravi drew his spear. Gideon drew his sword. So there's a rumbling in the ground. The earth is quaking beneath your feet. There are trees bending and cracking in the distance. In these last few moments before whatever happens, is there any preparation someone wants to do? Anything, any action that you want to take?
No, I don't think so.
I would summon my greatsword.
Okay.
I just grab my bow. I have nothing else.
What about your
Oh,
little
by the
bird friend?
he's just with me.
He's
By
just
the way,
hanging.
yeah. Did we specify that the sword that I had was just a common sword or was it a magical sword?
Which sword?
From the guy that we kill.
Oh,
That I took
Louis.
his.
You took
Yeah,
Louis'
Louis
sword?
sword. Yeah.
It's just an ornate sword. It's a
Okay.
rapier.
All right. Okay. Perfect.
It's fancy, but there's not anything magical or special about it.
All right. Just okay. Cool. Just
Twinsies.
Whee!
Both have rapier now.
Yeah.
Okay, you keep your eyes peeled on the horizon
I wanted to summon my little wildfire spirit. I just didn't want to interrupt.
Get them ready. Yep. The wildfire spirit out. I want everyone to make a perception check. You're watching the trees on the edge of your vision, waiting for whatever to come springing forth.
13.
11.
4.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be 16 plus 7, 23, right? No. 20 plus.
What? 20 plus?
Yes, it's 16 plus 7.
23.
23. Yeah, okay.
You had.
I had it.
Math.
20
Who
plus.
cares? We're not even using numbers.
Arvistan, you're the only one to notice. You're not going to see anything come out of the trees. Whatever's approaching is approaching under the ground, and it's just about on top of you.
Guys, run. Something's beneath us. Run.
I will try to, I don't know, get away.
Yeah, run to the side. Whatever this is, it's right beneath us. It's not coming outside. It's underground.
It'll spring up out of the ground just in front of Ravi and Gideon. A massive buggish creature. It has a huge like hump across its back of solid carapace. It walks on 4 big legs that have articulated fingers at the end of them, and has a massive pair of mandibles coming off of its head. It's going to try to bite Gideon before anyone has a chance to act. It gets a critical hit.
Oh my god.
Gideon is going to take 28 points of slashing damage. The mandibles rip into him and drop him again. And then I need everyone to roll initiative.
$17.
19.
22.
Unnatural 20.
Thank goodness. I've never been early in the initiative. I didn't know how to plan for that.
Yeah, I heard that 17. I was like, Robbie's going to go quick. And then everybody comes in with something bigger. Okay, let's get Gideon in here. Okay. Arstan, you're next to act. This thing sort of half erupted out of the ground. Based on your previous perception check, you know, this is not the only thing that's about to come out of the ground.
Is this something we have encountered before?
This specifically, no. But this is a bug. There's no mistaking that.
Okay. I'm a dumbass. You said to prepare some stuff. If anybody had anything prepared, and I forgot to prepare something for everybody. Okay.
I'll just ask you before you do anything. When you see the eyes of the creature, I want you to make a charisma saving throw.
Charisma saving. Oh shit. Okay. Oh come on. Really? Did it have to be charisma?
Yeah.
I better roll high as hell. Because it's a -2 on it. No.
Oh. What you get?
5.
Okay, well, so you are sort of confused and bamboozled, looking into the eyes of the creature. And I now need you to roll a d8 to randomly determine what you do.
Oh shit! A D8. 6.
You take no action, use all of your movement to move in a random direction. So I'm going to have you again roll a d8. One
Again?
means that you move straight towards the creature, and then in a clockwise fashion in each cardinal direction
What?
otherwise. So if you roll a 1, you're going straight forward, straight towards it. If
Okay.
you roll a 2, you kind of go diagonally to the right towards it. 3, you go straight to the right,
Okay.
etc., all the way around.
4.
4. So you start moving slightly to the right and backwards. You run behind the tent. So the rest of you just see Arvistan get bamboozled and flee.
What the fuck? I don't know what I'm doing.
I will now have you make a charisma saving throw for Husk.
Oh no. Alright, let's see. Oh, okay. That's good. Wait. Where's the husk? Here. That would be charisma. -2 as well. Oh man. Well, that's good because he rolled a 19, so that put him in a 17.
All right, Husk is free to do as he wishes.
He's just gonna be with me,
Okay.
and he's gonna hold his action in case something attacks me. If something attacks me, enemy-wise, he'll attack.
It's going to be all specific because you're making monkey's paw declarations now. Okay, Hajite is next. Hajite, I need a charisma saving throw when you see the monster before you.
Oh no. There it is. Okay.
You should have the charisma. I think you'll be okay.
16.
All right, you're fine. What do you want to do?
I was looking through my spells and I cannot organize them by don't look at it. um So okay. Let's just make a lot of noise. It's too late. Everything knows we're here. I want to cast Thunder Wave on it.
All right.
Is a direction.
He'll make himself a little constitution saving throw, get a 12 and fail.
Sick. $18.
All right. Take 18 points of damage. And get blasted out of the tunnel that it just crawled up in and up onto the ground. You see that it stands probably like 12 feet tall and prefers to rise up on its hind legs.
Can I send Bardic Inspiration to Arvistan while he's running away?
Yeah, I think you got the range on that. This guy look familiar.
Overhook! Oh.
All right, is that it for Hajite then? Do you want to
Yes.
stand your ground, or are you going to run away with Arvistan?
I'm gonna immediately go.
Ah, look away. Okay. Kriv, I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Two.
2?
Yes. Plus 0.
Okay. Roll a d8 for me.
8.
Okay, get your staff out. You're going to hit it.
Sick.
Oh,
Make a melee attack roll.
Even remember. 11, I think?
To hit?
Yes.
Well, that is not going to hit. So you strike out at one of its mandibles with your staff, and it kind of like ping, and does not have any visible effect.
Okay.
Okay, then. Next will be Ravi making his charisma saving throw.
Does my little spirit go right after me?
Oh, shit, I forgot your spirit was out. Yeah.
I think he goes right after me. One to.
He's got to make a
Hit him.
charisma saving throw.
Oh, how does he? What does he have to run? I think that's just an 8.
Okay, then roll a d8 for the spirit.
I've rolled 3 8s in a row just now, I would like to say. This is weird. 4.
On a 4, your spirit does nothing.
Cool.
Now it's to Ravi for the charisma save.
17.
17 is a save. What would you like to do?
Can I flank him with Gideon, seeing so he attacked Gideon?
You can. You might have to circle around him.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
And then I will attack him, and I will have my sword attack him. We're gonna try to whack him.
Yeah, at the very least, you could flank him with your sword. Because he did get blasted back. Hajite did the Thunder Wave, so
okay.
he's moved.
Gotcha. Okay, I didn't know he moved for that. The 2-hit from the spiritual weapon is a 21. From my spear is going to be a 23.
Those are both hits.
He's going to take 16 from the sword. Or not for the sword, from the great sword. And then 7 from the spear.
Okay. The creature lets out a curdling scream after being struck with the spear. Its kind of confusing eye glance gets distorted for a second. It almost kind of loses its bearings. Then, is there anything else from Ravi?
No, that's it.
Okay. The bug is going to just sort of make a wild attack against Gideon and try to swipe at him with his claw. This time rolling a 25 to hit. And dealing 10 points of slashing damage. But it's a little confuddled. After that, 2 more of those creatures spring out of the ground behind it. You all can hear cries of alarm and more ground being upturned throughout the Mochipan camp as more of these and potentially other monsters come up out of the ground and strike at the rest of the army. Gideon is going to fall into general mode and start giving out some orders. He calls back to the tent where Jarecki was still stationed and says, Jarecki, take Arvestan and Kriv. Fall back to rear support. Ravi and Hajrate, you're with me. And he strikes forward 3 times with his sword. And rolls a 24, an 18, and a 27 for 3 consecutive hits. You guys haven't fought with Gideon for a while. He does do some damage.
It's true.
That he does.
I've got to roll a bunch of d6s now. He's going to do a total of, let's see, 7, 14, 15, 18, 24, 30, 40, 55 points of slashing damage.
You one-shot him. It's dead. Let's go, Gideon.
Oh my god, this thing had 55 hit points. Yeah, he actually did fell that one.
Wait, what?
The exact number
That was beautiful.
Amazing.
to take it down. But there are more.
Sadly.
Thanks to Ravi, though, or actually the next 2 have not been hit with the spear yet, so they
That's
are
correct.
going to be trouble. Arvestan, you ran behind the tent, so at the start of your turn, you don't see the gaze of the new ones that have arrived. What do you want to do? There's more. You can hear all around you more bugs coming up out of the ground and attacking Mochipan soldiers.
I wish I had a map. So where I'm at right now, they're like circled around us.
They're coming up from all over the place. They're coming out of the east and just erupting out of the ground. So there are a lot that are still underground that have not come out yet. They're gonna keep coming.
Are how many do I see in front of me?
You don't see any right now.
I don't
You
see any
hear
right
them
now.
because there's tents. Mochipans have this whole encampment set up. There's tents all around. You're like in between 2 tents right now. Your friends are fighting 2 more nearby.
Yeah. All right. I am going to. I'm guessing they're gonna come around us and everything like that. So, for my action, right? I'm gonna go. Oh, I'm gonna drop a spike growth. It's a 20 feet radius circle,
Okay.
and then move forward towards where my that I can get a visibility of my friends.
You can see them because you didn't start your turn within view of the bugs,
Mhm.
they can't affect you with their like mind jumble right now.
Okay. I mean, noticing what it did to me in the beginning. Obviously, I'm not going to take a look at them. I'm just gonna look at the ground and see where they are situated.
Yeah, you've got a general idea. I mean, you can hear them. You use your other senses. It'll help you identify like
Hmm.
they're just. But I will say, if you don't look at them, you can't fire at them. You cannot shoot your bow at them if you don't look at them.
Okay, now I have a question about that.
Yeah.
Why not? Like, if I'm looking at them, not straight to their eyes, I'm looking at their feet. I can still shoot them, right?
You. That's not really going to be feasible given their distance. If you were like maybe if you were in melee contact with them. But yeah, as long as you're able to see them, they are able to affect you.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Gotcha. I am gonna. You see, now that puts me in a situation. Uh, bonus action. I'm gonna charge my lightning arrow,
Do you mind if
and
I
that'll
look
be
that up real quick?
lightning arrow.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's as a bonus action, I can charge my arrow as a lightning, and then I can use it on my attack.
it's on your next attack, right?
Yeah.
During the spell's duration, you have a minute to make that attack. Okay. What about Husk?
Uh, has Shell appeared anywhere?
No.
Okay.
Shell's in the
Hus
city.
Husky is doing the same thing. If anything,
Charging
enemy
lightning
wise,
arrow and making spike traps. Got it.
that's a
Sick
badass
burn.
Husk.
I mean, you like keep Husk in your clothes, right? Like in your jacket.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if anything comes at me enemy wise to attack me, he will attack.
Gotcha. Okay. Hajate. You have averted your eyes, so you don't have to make the saving throw unless you look up.
Well, I'm gonna have to look up because I changed my mind.
Okay, then make a charisma saving throw.
You do get an
I
additional
want to
+1.
see. Huh?
You get an additional +1 on your saving throw.
Oh, cool.
Because she's greedy.
Exactly. No, it's
Yay!
because I have my Spear of Awesome.
Hmm.
Spear of awesome. 21.
All right, you're okay. What do you want to do?
I want to see if I can cast Shatter and hit multiple of them.
You could hit these two that have come up out of the ground, yeah.
All right, sick. And I want to have it in the ground. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, so for their saves, they're going to say.
Buttheads, it's okay. Half. Half is chill.
We got a 22 on one save and a crit on the second one.
$20, so 10.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to do?
Yeah, I would love to throw Bardic Inspiration at Gideon.
He'll take it.
That's it.
All right then. Kriv,
Yes.
are you averting your eyes or are you looking?
I'm right up next to it, right?
Yeah, Gideon did kill that one, but yeah,
Oh,
you're,
okay.
you're like you're in the mix. Like there are two more very close by.
I'm gonna be honest, I think this fast screw would not think to look away just yet, if I'm honest.
All right, give us the charisma saving throw.
I don't know what's happening.
You also get an extra +1.
15.
15 is a save.
I get to
Whoa.
do a thing.
Yeah, what would you like to
Okay.
do?
I would like to. I want to cast Fire Shield. I don't know what's wrong with my brain and my mouth working together today. I want to cast Fire Shield.
Okay.
So if it hits me, it hurts. Hopefully. And were you saying that melee attacks could be done without looking at it proper?
That would be cheesing it a lot.
Okay.
I would let you do that, but you'd have to take a penalty. That would have to be at disadvantage.
Okay.
Yeah, but you saved on your saving throw. Like, you can look at it now.
Yeah.
At least this
Try
turn.
to. Yeah, I don't know that I can do anything, though. I don't have bonus actions that do hurty things. I was trying to prep, but...
Do you want to move? Gideon's order is for you to fall back with Arvistan and Jarecki. But he's not your boss.
I will do that, though. He knows what he's talking about.
Okay. How about your spirit?
Let me roll. Let me roll to see if he listens.
Yep.
It's a 12.
Nope. Give me a D8.
I think perhaps extra friends was not the smartest idea. This one. 7.
7. Okay. I need you to roll. Roll a D6.
Okay. 6.
Okay. Your spirit has to make an attack roll against you.
Sad. It's just like old times. It has been way too long since I used this little friend, and I was gonna say I don't know what to add, but it doesn't matter. If it's literally anything, then it hit.
It's a +8.
Oh yeah, then for sure. That's a dirty 20.
Okay. Well, it's 1d6 plus 4 lightning damage, which you are resistant to.
Sick. So that's 10 and then halved?
Yep.
Great.
Down to 5. Max damage there?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yay.
Okay. It's Ravi's turn.
Obviously, I will be looking. Is this effect considered a charmed or a frightened effect?
It does not indicate that it's either one of those.
Okay. In that case, it's a 17.
17 is a success.
I will move over to one and I will whack it with stuff.
All right, good.
My sword will miss. The spear is a 19.
19 is a hit.
Okay, so it's going to take 4 piercing damage. Or, yeah, 4 piercing damage. Then 5 radiant damage. And then 9 psychic damage.
Okay. So that's at least one bug bamboozled. Do you want to move, or are you happy with your current spot?
As far as I know, it's just in the immediate kind of like vicinity. It's like me, Bugbear 1, Bugbear 2, and then like over in the corner is the rest of the group kind of either retreating or behind tents or stuff.
Pretty much, yeah. Like you and Gideon are up in the fray. Crib and Arvestan are running back further into the encampment. Hajate is nearby, but not quite all the way up where the two of you are.
Okay, I'll say where I am.
Okay. The bamboozled bug is going to try to attack you, Ravi. I'm going to use the big bug die. It tries to take a bite out of you with a 25 to hit.
That'll do it.
That is for 13 points of slashing damage.
Okay, I'll take 10 because I got that damage resistance.
All right. The other one is going to attack 3 times against Gideon, twice with its claws and 1 with its big mandibles. So the first claw is a 16, which does not hit a Gideon. Second one is a 13, which also does not hit him. The mandibles come in with a 14, which is a miss. And then some more familiar bugs are going to erupt out of the ground nearby where these guys are. The ones that we saw a long time ago back in Tarsaria that have these sort of large plated heads and like almost praying mantis-like claws on their front appendages, and that large trailing sort of like larval sac that they are using to collect organic matter. You'll see in some of them there are like well, actually, I'll just have Ravi make a perception check and see if we can determine exactly what's in there.
23.
Okay, you will see deer, bears, squirrels, birds, hobgoblins, dragonborn, and orcs and all manner of mountain folk in various pieces in some of these creatures.
So they're like an amalgamation.
Yeah, they've made a collection that they have in this like big thorax, like this huge abdomen coming off of them. It's semi-translucent. You can see the stuff that they've like got in there. It's like a big sack full of body parts.
Interesting.
And there are 3 of them and more on the way. Gideon is going to try to attack the bug that you've attacked already, Ravi. He's going to make 3 swings with his sword. He crits on the first one. He gets 13 on the second, which is a miss. And then an 18 on the third, which is a hit. So all told, he's going to do... That's not the best crit roll. And then that makes that 22. And then with this... he does 48 total points of damage.
Ooh.
So that one is still alive. He growls at it for a moment. And it sort of turns his attention to him. Gideon is doing. He's holding his own so far, but we won't be able to keep going against all of these bugs. And then that bug's head bursts. And you can see it's singed and burned on all of the edges. Arvistan, to your immediate left, the new Queen Tenegriel is holding one of those magic staves and has just fired a magical shot at the bug. She has a small squadron of Internum soldiers with her, mostly her guard from the peace talks and a couple others from the firing squad from earlier. And she calls out to Gideon and the rest of you, "Fall back to the city."
Oh, and she says that. Good shot.
And then it's Arvistan's turn.
All right. I'm guessing I'm gonna have to roll a charisma to shoot.
If you want to look at that guy, yeah.
There's only one in front.
There's only one of them, and there's some more bugs
Approaching.
that have just come out of the ground.
Okay, one of them. But are they like near the big one?
Yes.
Yes.
Those three
Alright.
are, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to shoot the big one, and it's gonna flash damage.
You're
But I'm
gonna have to
guessing
charisma saving throw first.
yeah, -2. Come on.
It's got to be good.
And
Roll a d8 for me.
God damn it. 8.
8.
Yes. Please let it be good.
Criv, did you run like to Arvistan, or just in sort of the general direction he went in?
Oh man.
Probably general direction. We've learned recently that clumping is a bad idea.
It is, but that does mean there's only one creature within melee range of Arvistan, so you need to make a dagger attack against Husk.
Oh, the baby. That little baby
What
probably
is
has
it?
more hit points than me.
I don't know. Husk does not have a lot.
No.
No.
This is the 46. Yeah, so it's a +6. Oh man. Come on. It's a hit.
All right, what's the damage?
Fuck. 1d4 + 4. That's good. That's 5 damage.
Okay. Husk is not going to stay in your jacket.
Oh, definitely. Like, I'm sorry, buddy. It's not my fault. These things attacking me.
He is going to leap out and run to Kriv.
My friend.
So you still can command Husk, but Husk is leaping out of Kriv's clothes from here, at least for the moment.
No, he's okay with Crave right now.
All right then, it's Hajate's turn.
I would like to cast Synaptic Static. I just want to hit as many of the everything.
Okay, well, first I need a charisma saving throw.
You got it. Is that still with the +1? It does.
It depends upon if you're within 10 feet of me.
I'll give you that, yeah.
Oh, sure. 26.
All right, you're okay.
Synaptic static, 20-foot radius.
You can get all these guys.
Intelligent saving throw.
Intelligence. Ooh. Okay. Well, that's not the best.
I figured they were dumb.
Okay, well, the big guys are a little better off at that. It is going to be a 9 for that big guy. Then the little guys, they're operating off of a hive mind, so their intelligence is like nothing.
One who threw your ball under there. It's not my problem.
So I got a 3, a 9, and an 11. So it's all failures.
Okie dokie, Smokey. $36.
36, okay.
And then I'm gonna follow the lead of everyone else. I'm gonna listen to Big Kitty, so Big Kitty starts running in. That's my jam.
Okay. Are you going to fall back a little bit from your current position, or you want to stay up with Ravi and Gideon until they move?
I would like to stay until they move, if possible.
Okay. We'll work on that then. Kriv will be next.
I have a question. I have never done it, so I forgot about my cool cauterizing flame things with my buddy. You said the one bug Gideon killed in front of me?
Yes.
He presumably was up there. Could I use that to heal him?
Yep. So he's got a minute. They have to enter that space, which we could say has happened. You use reaction to extinguish the flame and heal them 2d10 plus your wisdom modifier.
Because he's, I think, taken the most damage that I saw.
Yeah, 2d10 plus wisdom.
Oh goodness, I gotta remember the D10 next time. I don't know that I've ever used a D10. That's probably a lie.
I think Scorching Ray is a d10. Several d10s.
12?
12? You got 2d10 and got 12 off of that?
I rolled a 6 and a 2.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wisdom modifier is a +4. Okay, gotcha. 12.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a reaction.
Yes.
So you still have action, bonus action, movement, all that.
I would like to jog over to Armstead and cast Enhance Ability on him.
Okay. What are we enhancing?
What is it, the Eagle's Splendor, I believe, is Charisma.
We're going to charisma this boy up?
Yeah, he's struggling.
Very bad.
How much does that give him?
I think it's advantage.
Okay.
Oh,
Hopefully that helps even with your -2.
I'll take it.
And then whatever movement I have left, I guess, falling back more towards the city,
All right.
giving Husk a little pat on the head.
The spirit.
No one's like grappled or anything, right? Like we're all.
You're all doing pretty well. I mean, Ravi's taken a tiny bit of damage. Husk is taking got stabbed.
Your fault, damn it. Your fault.
I didn't do that.
Yeah, you did. I saw it with my own eyes.
I didn't roll charisma saving throw and fail, and then roll an 8 on a d8 to make me attack my friends.
I rolled for my spirit before.
He's right. He didn't do that.
I didn't do any of that.
You did. I saw him.
I wouldn't have stabbed the little bird. If it was me in this situation, I probably wouldn't have stabbed the little bird.
Me neither.
But our stand's different.
I think my spirit rolled a 12 for
the charisma save?
Yeah.
All right, then I need a d8.
I'm hoping that the stat block I put in here is not a thing that has changed.
It hasn't changed much. I have a little bit of the updated spirit information. It really just changes its hit points and its
Proficiency.
like attack rolls and everything.
Okay.
Oh, hey, everyone hit with synaptic static has muddled thoughts for a minute.
Okay.
And I got a 6 on that d8.
Okay. Your spirit has to move in a random direction, so roll another d8 for me.
Can't use the same d8. 4.
4. Okay. That's a good direction. It's running back past where Arvistan is. And does nothing else.
Is that towards the city again, or just?
Not necessarily, but it is away from the guys that are right in front of you.
Okay.
Then it's Ravi's turn.
I'll roll my thing first. 27. And then I will start to move back, but I will keep my sword where it is for now. My sword will attack.
Okay.
That's also a 27.
Well, that's a hit, yeah.
That will be 20 damage to it. And then I'm going to try out the special ability of my spear to see if I can determine the location of the psychic link and where it's coming from.
Okay, did we put a range on that?
60 feet, if it's within 60 feet.
Okay. The psychic link that is binding all these things together is centered somewhere further than 60 feet. Definitely back behind in the direction that they came from.
Okay. In that case, I will not worry about it.
Okay, anything else?
Nope, because the psychic link thing's in action.
All right. So Ravi's fallen back a little bit. The big guy is going to make 3 attacks against Gideon. First claw is a 21, which hits. Second claw is a 27, which hits.
Does he have a
mandibles
D6?
miss.
effect on those?
21 goes to 17, which actually misses. 27 goes to 23, which still hits.
Sick.
Then he's going to deal 13 points of slashing damage to Gideon. The others do a spray of acidic bile from their mouths. They're going to spray it back towards where the rest of the group is. The spray is 30 feet long coming from them. I think Arvstan and Kriv are out of that range, but Ravi and Hajate will have some trouble.
Gross.
I will need them to make dexterity saving throws. Gideon's also going to get caught in that. He's definitely going to save, though.
Well, critical failure.
Uh-oh. We need a dex save from Ravi. He's getting acid spit at him.
I'm gonna go with probably not.
All right. That's going to be 23 points of acid damage to Ravi and Hajate. Gideon's is going to get reduced to 11.
They can roll a intelligence saving throw if they want to try and be unmuddled at the end of each of their turns.
They're not concerned with that.
Cool. Good.
They're going for numbers, which they have. Okay, Gideon's going to try to kill this big guy. 3 swings. He gets a 13, which is a miss. A 22, which is a hit. And then a 21, which is another hit. He's going to deal a total of... That's 10, 20, 33 damage and kill that big guy. There are more coming distant. You can see start erupting out of the ground. Hundreds just start springing up between here and the forest. You see some coming out from between the trees, rushing towards where you are. There are some more within the camp that you're fighting in. Jarecki and Tenegriel start facing off against a small group and trying to clear a path for some of the other soldiers of Mochipa so that they can try to flee back towards the gates and get inside. Gideon sort of calls out to Ravi and subsequently to the others to we have to hold them off as long as we can. And he breaks back away from these three to try to clear a path for his army to get into the city. So the way that we're going to run this, since I didn't want to draw a whole map of this whole freaking camp and you guys trying to move through it, which would be tedious and uneventful, we're going to do 10 rounds. You need to all stay alive and on your feet. So this is going to be round 1. Arvistan. We're leaving at least according to Gideon and Robbie, we're leaving those 3 that are injured, and trying to start working on some more that are in front of us. Tenegriel and Jarecki are nearby. They're trying to hold off a group of about 4 of the smaller type bugs, the acid spitting ones. So you can help them fight against those, or you could try to head forward and see if you could do damage to something else. What do you want to do?
I'll move forward and see what's ahead and see if I can do damage to whatever it's coming.
Okay. There is one of the larger bugs facing off against 2 Mochipan soldiers. They're all partially injured. They're at half their hit points.
The bugs or the Mochipans?
Both.
All right, I'm going to. Do I have to roll charisma or start the acid speeders?
You're coming up from behind the bug, so it's not looking at you right now.
I'm gonna sharpshooter it with a. Well, first shot is a miss. Second shot, that's better. That's a 15 plus 4. That'll be 19.
19 will hit. Now that's a lightning arrow, right?
No, I lost my lightning arrow.
Ah, that's the
It's a
one that
minute.
you
It was a
missed.
minute. Yeah.
Okay.
So that would be a hit, right? So where's my? Here we go. I mean, 3 plus 4, that'll be 7 plus 10, that'll be 17 damage.
Okay.
And it's wounded if it's not dead.
You got it. Husk is with Kriv. Do you want him to do anything from there?
Husky is moving forward with me. Is he in range to attack or no?
You'd have to leave Kriv because Kriv has not moved yet.
Yes.
Okay. Husk will come charging out to try to attack this big bug. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
That is a plus what? 5 plus 9 to hit, so that'll be 17 to hit.
That's a miss.
All right.
We'll go to Hajite. So we're making our way backwards. You could either backfire against some of the ones that are wounded behind you, or you could head forward and help Tenegriel and Jarecki with the ones that they're fending off, or you could even move a little bit further and attack the one that Arvistan is fighting.
Let's not not Tenegriel or Iristan, the one in the middle of what you said. We'll use. I just want to hit bulk. Is really what.
Yeah, there's a small group that Jarecki and Tenegriel are fending off. It's mostly Jarecki like holding the line while she takes pot shots over his shoulders.
Yeah, let's do that. We'll do that. I'll cast Thunder Wave. Just try and hit as many of them as possible.
Okay. They will all fail those saving throws.
Come on, I need one more. 31, and they all get pushed.
Okay. So you blast back that little group. They're temporarily disabled. This gives Tenegriel and Jarekia opening to continue moving forward. Crib's turn is next.
There any groupings that are like kind of lined up without friends in the middle?
Not in the immediate vicinity, but probably there will be at some point.
That's not helpful.
You can move forward to where Arvistan is. He's fighting against one larger bug that he has wounded. Arvistan and Husk are fighting that one. Hashite just blew back a small group. And Ravi and Gideon are currently retreating from a few wounded bugs behind you.
I will throw one of my magic missile things. Pluck one of the stars.
Okay. Who are we firing at?
Whichever ones are like front line ish. I'm not really sure how to like. I don't know if I'm picturing it great. It's
front line-ish. You guys are trying to run back to the city. You're running back through the camp. The ones that Ravi and Gideon were just fighting were on the outskirts of the camp, and you were trying to prevent them from getting in. But now Tenegriel wants you to turn around and run through the camp back to the city. There are more interspersed throughout the camp. So as Arvistan has run back, he ran into two Mochipan soldiers who are fighting a massive bug. So that's in between him and the city, and subsequently in between all of you and the city. There will be more as you keep moving forward.
I'll toss him at this guy though.
Okay. That's about, I believe, 7?
Yeah, that's a lot.
74 plus 7.
Why did I forget that they auto hit? That's the best part. Well, I can't use my hands either. 74. Is that what I have out already? That'd be smart and convenient. It is. So, yeah. 20 plus 7?
Yeah.
27?
Okay. He's still alive. Do you want to start moving in that direction?
Yeah.
Okay. What about your spirit?
And there's still no one that looks like actually like stuck or anything, right? No one that's like.
Not yet, no.
Okay.
Everybody's still got some ability to move around.
Okay. I'll just do a ranged attack on that same guy.
All right.
Just magic missile.
Give us an attack roll.
Oh, that's not going to be it. It's 5 plus whatever.
5 plus 8 is 13, which is not high enough.
Yeah.
All right. It'll be Ravi's turn.
I am going to try to follow the advice of Gideon and start trying to clear a path towards the city.
Okay.
I will charge the nearest enemy combatant.
That'll be the ones that Hajite just blew back.
Actually, I'm going to send my sword over there. I'm going to stay where I am, and I'm going to cast Aura of Vitality.
Okay.
And we'll start off with Gideon will heal for 13. I will heal for 5. And then my sword will attack.
All right.
Does a 17 hit?
A 17 is a hit against these guys, yes.
And that will hit for 17 damage.
Okay, that will slay one of them as the others attempt to regain their footing.
And then I will start to push forward.
A couple of the smaller bugs, I say smaller, they're much larger than all of you. They're just smaller than that massive one. Are going to try to attack Jarecki as they go by. The first one will miss, but the second one will hit. Their bites are laced with acid. So they deal, this bite deals, there's actually a lot of damage on the bite. 20 slashing damage and 9 acid damage for a total of 29 to him. Gideon will rush to his side and start fighting to defend him. He's going to miss with all of his attacks.
Ouch.
But he'll stand there as a point of defense so that everyone else can keep moving forward. Then it's back to... Oh, I need that guy to take that wound damage before he starts fighting those other people. So, how much on the wound, Jason?
3.
He's dead.
Whee!
Clear that bug out of the way. You free up 2 Mochipan soldiers to come with you. Then it's Arvistan's turn. Do you want to keep heading forward?
Yeah, I keep pushing forward, and if I find another one, attack it.
Okay. You'll rush forward, turn around a corner to see a sort of straight shot between tents where there are 4 of these Ankheg bugs that have slain a small party of Internum soldiers. And they're currently dissecting parts of them and trying to harvest them.
Okay, let's I'll bonus action. I'm not alone, right? At this point, I have the guys that I just saved with me, or am I alone?
They'll be there.
Okay, and you said how many? 4?
4, yeah, in a row. They're like
Oh.
sort of off kilter a little bit, but they are pretty lined up, and they're spread out over the next like 40 feet or so.
Okay. So I will do bonus action lightning arrow, and I will attack the one that's like in the middle of the other ones.
All right, that should probably get all of them if this is successful.
I'm sorry, but holy shit, there's a lot of rain dropping right now. That just scared me. I just heard like, what the fuck? Okay, so
It's
this
because
is
you're
just
shooting lightning.
I know, right? Thunder Dragon?
It's a threat.
All right, so that'll be 14 plus 9. That'll be 23 to hit,
That is a hit, yeah.
and is 4d8. So I got one over here. 2, 3. Wait. 1, 2, 3 here. All right, so it's target takes 4d8 or half on a miss. Okay, so 4d8. That'll be 5 and 6. That'll be 11, and 3. That'll be 14, and the last one, 5. That'll be 19 damage.
Okay.
And they need to do the other ones around him need to do a dex save. If they save, they take half of the damage that I do to them.
None of them have saved.
Okay, so that's 2d8. So that would be 7 and a 5. That'll be 12, right?
Yep.
Yep. That'll be my.
That's you. You got Husk next.
I got Husk next. What do I want to do with Husk? Uh, Husk is gonna stand right next to me and hold their action to wait and see if they're coming and attack. If they attack me, it'll attack them.
Okay. Hajate is next then.
We're gonna go for the did any of the ones that were over by Tenegriel and them, were those taken down?
They're close. Gideon and Jarecki are holding them off right now.
Alright, we're gonna go for Thunderwave again at level 4.
Against those guys with Gideon and Jarecki?
Mhm.
Okay. One of them is going to save.
Half damage. $18.
Okay. You will blast back and kill two of them. One takes that damage and kind of grunts and shunts down, like digs its front claws into the ground as it gets hurt. And then it will turn and start harvesting the two that died.
Ugh. Ugh. I don't like that. I'm gonna give Jarecki Bardic Inspiration.
Okay. Crib's turn.
I also want to breathe lightning out at these guys that lined up all cool.
Okay.
I will just do breath weapon because you said that was only like 40 or so feet.
Yeah.
She's so pretty.
Um,
And all the black and white ones. They're so cool.
so that one is a dex save.
Okay. 4 deck saves coming up. Wow. One of them saved.
Okay. I think if they save, it's nothing, but the rest is 4d6.
46 can be pretty good.
Is that a thing? I don't add my spell to that, right?
I don't think so. Unless it says there.
But I wrote it down, so $13.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to do?
Is there space to keep moving forward, or
Not rushing past these guys, or at least I wouldn't recommend it.
okay?
What about your spirit?
I want to have him jump to the middle of these four.
Okay.
See if I hurt him when I suddenly appear. Or I guess 15 feet away from me.
Yeah, we can shock probably 2 of these guys, the first 2.
We'll try that.
They'll make dexterity saving throws. Both of those are going to fail.
Sick.
They'll each take 1d6 plus 4 lightning damage.
Okay, well, one's a 9 and one's a 5.
A 9 and a 5?
Yeah, like with the. Wait. Yeah,
Okay. So you had okay.
I rolled a 5 and a 1.
Gotcha. And this guy takes 5. And it's Ravi's turn.
Okay. First things first. My aura is going to heal Jarecki.
Got it.
He will heal for 13. I will heal for 5. I'm going to have my sword come up and attack one of the ones closest to me. And then I'm going to cast Flame Strike on that group of 4 that was feasting upon those people.
Okay.
So the sword is going to miss.
Gotcha.
And then they have to make a dex saving throw.
All 4 of them?
Yes.
Let's see. Highest we've got is a 14, so they all failed.
Okay. They will take 12 fire. And 12 radiant.
So 24 altogether. Okay, they're still all up, but they're hurting.
And that will be the end of my turn.
Okay. So that's got at least Arvistan and Kriv next to these 4 guys. They are going to rush up to attack the 2 of you. Each one of them is going to try to bite you. So first, trying to bite Arvistan is a 25 to hit.
Nah, it misses.
That's too bad. The miss does more damage.
Oh.
15 points of slashing damage. 6 points of acid damage for a total of 21. You are grappled.
Oh, come on.
Then one tries to bite Chris.
Is it 21 damage, right?
Yes.
All right.
It is a 23 to hit Kriv.
Yup.
You will take 14 points of slashing damage and 3 points of acid damage for a total of 17. You are grappled.
See.
2 more tried to bite the 2 of you while you're being held in the jaws of another. So, first one comes for Arvistan. Nat 1, didn't get you. Second one goes for Kriv, also Nat 1.
Let's go.
People are going to come to your aid. First is going to be Tenegriel trying to take a shot on one of the people holding you. I gotta check her weapon real quick. Okay. She is going to hit. Not enough to kill. Then the 2 Mochipan soldiers are going to try to free you. One of them misses, but one of them crits. And kills this one that frees Kriv.
That one would have gotten fire damage too from biting me, from grabbing me, I think.
How much fire damage would it have been?
Does grappling count as melee attack?
Yeah.
Okay. 2d8. That would have been 7.
All right. It wouldn't have killed it, but he's dead now.
Cool.
Then Gideon and Jarecki will come to try to mop up the rest. Each one of them makes 3 attacks. Gideon hits with one of them.
Okay. I'll say something after you finish that.
He's going to deal 16 points of damage and free Arvistan. Jarecki's going to make 3 attacks. He hits twice. He's able to kill the other 2.
How many are alive?
In that group, they're all gone.
Okay. We totally forgot about Husk's attack whenever I got attacked.
He was stunned. That's what happened. Just shocked at the carnage unfolding in front of him. He's a wee baby, and there's people getting ripped to shreds. It's Arvistan's turn.
Really quick, can I do my flame thing? I don't know how the reaction works. Is that...
It's when somebody like crosses over the dead body. So the reaction happens
Okay.
on somebody else's turn.
Yeah, okay.
You could just pick whoever walks past here. Everybody's probably going to move over this area. There are 4 corpses, but you've used that once, so you can use it 3 more times.
I guess I'll just keep on moving forward.
All right, give us a perception check.
That'll be a 16.
Okay. In the next area, on your left, there's 1 Mochipan soldier facing off against 2 Umberhulks, larger bugs. He's got their attention. On your right, there are 3 Mochipan soldiers, and they're fighting 2 of the smaller Ankeg bugs. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna attack the one with the big and the two big ones.
Okay.
They have their backs to me, or
Right now.
Then you should still have that advantage.
yes. So using sharpshooter. Okay, that's a 14 plus 4. That'll be 18 to hit.
18 is a hit.
Okay, second shot. Let's do it right away. That's gonna be a 19 plus 4. It'll be 23.
2 hits then.
All right. So what's a 1d8 plus 4, right? Yeah. Yeah, 1d8 plus 4. No, these are bugs. These are not average. Okay, okay. So that'll be 7 plus 4. That'll be 11. That'll be 21 for the first hit, and it's
Okay.
wounded. Second one, it would be 3 and 4, 7 plus 10. That'll be 17.
Okay.
And that one is also wounded.
Well, you can only do one wound at a
No,
time.
I'll do one wound. Okay.
So were
Sure.
those that was 2 shots against 2 different foes?
Yeah, sorry, I did not specify.
Okay.
Husk will charge and help with the attack.
All right.
Okay, let's see. So I'm going to. That'll be a 17 plus 9 to hit.
That will hit.
Yeah.
A 26, sure.
Uh, these are going to be uh bite and cleave, right? That'll be
He can
one.
attack both since they're close enough to each other.
Yes, 1d6. That'll be 6 plus 9. That'll be 15 on the first one, and 3 plus 9. That'll be 12 on the other guy.
Do you make an attack
And
roll for the second one?
oh god, no, my bad. That'll be 16 plus 9 to hit.
Okay, yeah. So what was that damage?
It was 3 plus 9. That'll be
12.
12.
Okay. Hajite will be next.
Are they knocked prone?
He's not Luna.
Okay.
Because Arvistan has chosen to attack 2 Umber Hulks that were facing down 1 Mochipan soldier. There are also 3 Ankegs, or no, 3 Mochipan soldiers facing off against 2 Ankegs.
All right. Do you said Ankeg?
Yeah.
So if I have something that affects stone or crystal, would that affect like the chitin, I think is what it was called?
We're talking about Shatter specifically?
Yeah.
Shatter
I'm just
affects
curious.
inorganic material, I believe it specifies,
Mm,
which would not affect them.
okay. Just curious. Yeah, I'll help those two. We'll use Thunderwave level 4. It's my favorite friend right now.
Okay, let's get some con saves. That is going to be 2 12s, which are both failures.
17.
Okay. Let's go to Kriv then. Arvistan has joined one fight. Ajite has joined another.
Yeah, I wanna join the one Arbustin went to.
Okay. 2 big lumbering bugs.
Um, I will. I'm gonna do the magic missile again this.
Okay. There's 2 of them. How do you want to divide those missiles?
Um, if they aren't looking already like notably hurt-ish, I think I just throw them all at one.
Okay. They aren't.
Just throw them all at one.
Okay. 7d4 plus 7.
It's a hard thing for my brain to accept that, like, if you can knock one out, that's better than 2 that are still up but hurt. Because my brain wants to attack all of them. But that's not the brain smart thing sometimes. $20?
Got
On the die.
Plus 7 is 27.
Yeah. Isn't that what I did last time?
Okay. What does your spirit want to do?
Flame seed at them. I don't know why I keep picturing that as like spitting it. I keep going to say spit at them, and that doesn't make any sense.
You spit seeds. That makes sense.
I guess I don't know. It's a ball of lightning. I don't even know how I think that would work. Anyway, I want to do that.
Kriv spits lightning.
I guess that's true. I will do that to the one I just hit.
You got it.
That one, so never mind.
Okay, nope. Moving on. Ravi's turn.
I'm going to go to the group away from Arvistan. How far away are these 2 groups from each other?
About 25 feet.
Okay. I will first heal Kriv then. Kriv, you will heal for 12. I heal for 5. And then me and the sword are going to head over to the secondary group with the Onkegs, and we're going to try to whack them.
Okay. We're going to focus on one.
Correct. I'm going to try to flank with one of the soldiers already there.
Gotcha.
The spear is a 19.
19 hits.
And the sword is going to be a 23.
Both hits.
Okay. Let me do the sword damage first.
Gotcha.
$15. Spear damage is going to start out with 4 piercing,
Mm-hmm.
6 radiant, And 13 psychic.
Okay. So that guy is still kicking. It's bad guy's turn. One of the massive Umber Hulk bugs is going to flat out kill the Mochipan soldier that they were fighting. The other one's going to turn around on Arvistan and attack him 3 times. So first with a claw. That is a 27 to hit. That will deal 12 slashing damage. Then we try another claw. That is a 16 to hit, which is a miss.
Yep.
And strikes with its mandibles. A 19 to hit, which does hit.
Oh, yeah.
And that time we're going to take another 12 slashing damage.
24 overall?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's looking at you now. The other one also will turn around to look at you.
Did it happen to move through the space of the soldier it killed?
No, the soldier was on the other side of them.
Okay.
So they killed it and just turned around. Arvstan's your turn.
Of course it is my turn.
Oh, wait, never mind. I have a whole fucking lot of other people to do first. I got too jazzed about attacking Arvistan. I forgot that there's other Onkegs that have other people to fight.
It's fine. It's too late. You said next, Dave.
Yeah, but I make the rules.
Don't start that. Don't start that. He's lenient with us all the time.
Yep, it really is.
The 2 Onkegs. Yeah, they're going to double down, and both of them breathe acid on one of those Mochipan soldiers. He's gonna try and fail to make a dexterity saving throw to escape that. They're gonna have to roll. Some acid damage for him. He's gonna take 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, 20, 23, 27, 28, 30, 35 points of acid damage. And collapse. Gideon is going to say, "Leave it, Arvistan. We have to keep moving." And he's going to rush up to where Ravi is with the others and attack the less damaged Ankeg. He makes 3 strikes. A 23, a 20, and a 21. All of them hit. So he's going to roll all these dice. And deal... Let's see, that's 30 there. 40... 54 and 69 total damage and kill one of them. Tenegrel is going to shoot at the other one and hit that one and deal a total of, let's see, plus 11 and kill the other one. So those 2 Onkegs are gone. We saved one of those Mochipan soldiers. The 2 Umber Hulks are still standing. And they killed the one that they were fighting. And they've turned their attention to Arvistan. Arvistan, it's your turn.
Just do whatever Gideon said, and I'll take bonus action to...
Well, what's the very first thing you do on your turn, and is it avert your eyes?
I'm just gonna turn around
Okay.
immediately because I already know what happens when I see them.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna use my. No, I actually that's not a bonus action because it comes as a ranger perk. I'm just gonna disengage. That way it doesn't create an attack of opportunity. But with my bonus action, I'm gonna pick up Husk and bail out of there.
Okay. He's kicking and snapping his little beak.
And
He's
like, I'm sorry,
trying to
buddy. I'm
get some.
sorry. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. You can buy me all you want, but let's go. And yeah, Husk is just gonna hold action. If something up front appears, he'll attack since
Okay.
he's kicking and biting.
Hajite was up with the other group. The immediate combatants we have right now are two Umber Hulks that are behind you. They're in the opposite direction of where you're trying to get to. So you can turn around and start fighting them if you want, or just keep moving.
We're gonna go for Shatter level 3 on them.
You have to look at them
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
to shatter them. It will require a charisma saving throw.
I think I do. When it says V, does that mean visual?
That means verbal.
Oh, maybe I don't. Oh, shoot.
Ooh.
I don't think you do. It doesn't say a point within sight. Like, it doesn't say anything you have to see.
Sick. Even better.
Okay, a couple Constitution saving throws. 2 saves.
Oh, butt heads. It's fine. 16.
Okay, so that's 8 here and 8 here. Do you want to move after that?
Nah.
Okay. Kriv, you're up close and personal with the Umber Hulks, or at least you were closer to that area fighting against them. What do you want to do? Gideon told Arvestan to leave it alone, and Arvestan kept running.
With the idea that we're trying to keep them obviously not continuing forward, I will conjure a bunch of birds again.
Good.
Just a shitload of birds on them?
Yeah, I'm gonna do what I did last time with the 16 swarms of ravens because we have a lot of nonsense and you don't have to draw it this time.
Okay. It is going to be a lot of attack rolls, though.
Thinking crowd control is where my mind's at.
16 swarms. So this is a higher level conjure animals?
Yeah, I was doing it at 5th level.
Okay. Are they split between these two big bugs, or are they focusing?
Yeah, let's split between the two.
All
So
right.
maybe
How about let's have you keep doing attacks until the first one that everybody was attacking dies, and then we'll do the rest on the other one.
Okay.
Okay. +4 to hit.
Okay.
So this is number 1.
19 total.
That's a hit. Give me 2d6.
6 and a 1.
Okay. Next attack.
6 plus. I already forgot what you said. I'm sorry.
+4.
So 10.
That's a miss. Third attack.
That's also a 10.
Another miss. Fourth attack.
Put that one.
Oh, that's a miss. Fifth attack.
Jesus.
Unnatural 20.
Okay, give me 2d6.
That is a 9 on the dice.
Okay, sixth attack.
18?
18's hit, give me 2d6.
3.
Okay, seventh attack.
That's a 7.
Eighth attack.
13.
That's a miss. Ninth attack.
9.
9.
Yeah.
10th attack.
14.
That's a miss. 11th attack.
16.
That's a miss. 12th attack.
16? Okay. 22.
That's hit, give me 2d6.
6.
Okay, that one's dead.
Yay.
13th attack is on the next one.
22.
Give me 2d6.
8.
14th.
It's so many.
That
That's
is
an
a lot.
15th.
8.
16th.
15. No.
That's a miss. It's over. But they're all now swarming one big bug.
That's fun.
Do you want to move?
Yeah, if I could move further towards the city where we're going.
Just keep heading forward. Okay, what about your spirit?
If there's still not really anyone, like, looking super hurt, then just spit at the one with my birds are attacking, I guess.
Okay, make an attack roll.
19 plus whatever.
That's a hit. That's
Yay.
1d6 plus 4 lightning.
I don't know. I don't know where that one went. I don't know if you heard that, but it was amazing. It went onto a wooden shelf like a pachinko machine. So, that's 10. That's a 6 on the die plus 4.
Okay. Is the spirit going to move?
Nah.
Okay. And it's Ravi's turn.
Oh my god, I forgot there was a cat in here.
First thing I'm going to do is I will heal Arvistan for 11.
All right.
I will heal for 5. I will continue my kind of retreat. I will send my sword over to try to slice the thing.
Okay.
I'm at 76 right now, right, Dave?
That's what I've got, yeah.
Okay. Perfect.
21.
21 is a hit.
That's 10 damage.
Okay.
And then I still have an action. Is there anyone next to me?
Next to you would be either Gideon or Jarecki.
Okay. I will heal Gideon for 19. And I will heal for another. I will heal for 4.
Okay. I'm not going to do the rolls, but the big bug is going to be fighting a lot of little birds. So those two are just going to keep clashing for a little bit now. You've got a little bit of a clear path forward. Gideon and Jarecki are going to cover Tenegriel as they all sort of start to shift closer to the city. The next stretch is going to be more open. The camp doesn't go all the way up to the city walls. Whoever is going to be the first to make it up there and make a perception check will get an idea of the kind of path that's laid before you. Could be Arvistan. It's your turn.
A natural 20 for a 27.
Okay. It's open field, strewn with bodies at this point. Most of the active living things on the ground right now are bugs. They've cut swaths through a large portion of the Mochipan army that has attempted to retreat to the city. You could see just past at the gates that some of them have made it through and are still making it through. But it's going to be a mad dash to get there before you get overrun. There are Internum soldiers on the walls shooting out to try to cover people that are fleeing towards the city. So it's up to you what you want to do. You either can book it and try to get in there as fast as you can, or go a little bit slower and fight things along the way.
I would go a little bit slower and fight things through the way. Everybody's fighting. Might as well.
Okay, you're wading into a massive battle at this point rather than try to break this down into like each individual thing that's occurring in front of you. I'll just have you take shots at whatever you want. So we're basically going to make attack rolls and shoot at all these different enemies that are in front of you. Just going to try to hit whatever we can.
All right, perfect. So first shot. All of this will be sharpshooters.
Okay.
That'll be a 16 plus 4. That'll be 20.
Okay. You'll fire out at one of these onkegs that's sort of locked. It's got its claws locked up against the bracing shoulder armor of a Mochipan soldier.
Do I do damage or just...
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. D8. That'll be 7 plus 4, 11, 21.
Okay. That's enough to sort of like break its hold. It kind of reels back from the arrow shot, and that soldier is able to like pounce at that point and take it down to the ground and start attacking it.
All right. Next shot. That'll be... What's this? No. It's a miss.
Okay. And then just as fast as you can after that.
Just not as fast as possible, but like try to stay like in the same distance that everybody is behind me, not to leave them behind.
Yeah. Moving at the group's pace.
Yeah.
Okay. You do have Gideon and Dreki and Tenegreal in front of you, sort of moving forward.
Okay.
Husk is with you then, I'm guessing?
Yeah, holding action.
All right, Hajite next.
I do want to move up with the group. I want to kind of fire behind us.
Okay. With what?
Synaptic static. Just as in a crowd as possible.
Okay, you'll fire that back. You focus on the Umber Hulk that's being swarmed by ravens and a sword and Crib's lightning spirit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
24.
Okay, you do a significant amount of damage to that Umber Hulk. You also do some splash damage on some other bugs that are climbing out of the ground at the time. You can see them ripping through. They're coming up in the interiors of the tents and ripping through the canvas and breaking out of it. There's so many that it looks like the ground itself might collapse in that area and make a sinkhole.
Gross, not cool.
Kriv, what do you want to do?
Definitely keep moving. Sorry, how far away are like the closest mugs?
Behind you,
Yeah.
there are dozens of them as close as 40 feet away.
Okay. I will. Okay, I will. Why is it so hard to think? Okay, I'll just throw some scorching rays at them.
Okay, give me a few attack rolls for those scorching rays.
That would be 21 total. Oh goodness, this would be what, 26 total? And then a nat one.
Okay, that's 2 hits. Go ahead and roll the damage for both of those.
uh, 10 on one. And 6.
Okay. Each bug that gets hit with one of those scorching rays has a temporary halt in its movement forward. You can see that when it happens, another bug claws and climbs over them to rush past them. How about your spirit?
I have 8. Have, oh, it's within 15 feet. I guess spit at it again.
Okay, at that one big Umber Hulk?
Yeah.
Sure.
It's too far. That's not going to be a hit. That's a 4 plus whatever. Which is what, 12?
Yeah,
Maybe.
that's a miss for sure.
Yeah.
What would you like that spirit to move? What else would you like them to do?
No, I think that's.
I mean, if they don't move at this point, they're going to be overrun.
Can I have it like progressing the same direction as me? But if it's like lagged, if there's a little bit of space between me and it, is there room to do that without it being overrun?
Yeah, you could have it bring up the rear, so to speak.
I'd like to do that.
Okay. Then it'll be Ravi's turn.
I am going. How wide? Like, because we're running essentially up a ramp at this point, correct? We're coming up and running up a ramp.
Kind of running across a field, like it's pretty open.
Okay. And you said most of our would-be allies have since deceased, correct?
They're definitely, whatever is left out on the field is outnumbered. They're dead or dying.
Okay.
The ones that are staying and fighting are basically doing a sacrifice play to try to save the people who are still running.
I will move back. First things I will do is I will heal Kriv for 11.
Okay.
Crib's maxed up.
Yep.
And I heal for 5. I will look for another group of them to flame strike. It's a 10-foot radius, so if I just see a few grouped up coming towards me, kaboosh.
Yeah, sure. We could burn some that are in the path in front of us. Singe them out, try to help a couple of Internum soldiers and a smaller, like, little squad of Mochipan soldiers. Free them up to flee to the city also.
Yeah. So they get to make dex saving throws.
We're going to get 1 success.
Okay. They will take 10 fire and 15 radiant.
25 total. It stuns them for a moment, but they'll be back. And are you moving with everyone else, just heading towards
Correct.
the gate? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Rather than drag everything out, since we're just going to be doing a mad dash towards the gate to get back into the city, the last thing that we're going to have to deal with, we're going to get a couple of pot shots of acid spray. So I'll need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw.
No, I did not succeed.
Gideon and Jarecki succeeded. Tenegriel did not.
16.
16 is a success.
14.
14 is a failure. So it'll be, for those of you that failed, which I think is Ravi and Kriv, 24 points of acid damage.
Do I have to roll for something?
Dex
What do you
save.
need? Dex. That'll be a 16 plus. 1 second.
Okay, you take 12, as does Hajite.
12? Okay. That puts me at 64, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You make a few more quick attacks as you're making the dash towards the city. A wave of bugs, sort of like a termite mound erupting, ushers forth both from the forest to the east and out of the camp itself from the ground. Luckily, most of the streets in this area of Kyrenia have stone walkways, which should prevent them from erupting inside of the city walls. When you dart past the gate, you have to close it sharply behind you. Bugs stick their claws and mandibles through holes in the gate, trying to snap at you. Some of them break off their appendages in their attempt to get you. And then they clamber and climb on top of each other. They get The ones on the bottom eventually get crushed as they keep climbing on, trying to tear that gate down. They may succeed.
It's like World War C or some stuff like that. That's a movie.
Can I quickly get up to like the ramparts to overlook the gate?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. I assume there's bugs are flying and crawling up each other.
They're just slamming into the walls, and as more and more come, they just kind of like are creating their own little pile to try to scale the wall.
Perfect. I am going to cast Wall of Blades directly in front of the gate.
Okay.
Gonna start cutting them down.
That's like 25 feet high or something
It's
like that.
25 feet high, 100 feet long.
100 feet long. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
This is going to buy all of you a moment to try to give some thoughts. So, does anyone have a plan?
So I don't think this will work. But wouldn't it be really cool if I could make those swords hot?
Would.
That would be pretty cool.
Sure
Yeah.
wish I could do that. I can't though.
I mean, what does the GM say?
It only affects one thing. I don't know what a wall of swords is considered, but it sounds like more than one
I mean,
sword.
considering that there were
Yeah.
not like, Ravi's cutting up like hundreds of guys every round with these walls of blades, and considering we're not doing damage rolls for all of them, it won't matter. Even if we could light them all up, like it's just going to keep hurting them. It's hurting them. It's doing what it's supposed to be doing.
That's true.
It won't stop them necessarily.
I have nothing. Like literally nothing. I'm useless right now.
Gideon will say, "We need to move my soldiers up onto the ramparts for when they scale over. I don't think the Internum can hold them back at close range."
That's a good call. Is the plan to try to defend the city or evacuate it?
Yeah, neither of these people is in charge of the city. So they both kind of look at each other for a half a second to try to determine. And then they look back at you, Ravi.
Oh, King Ravi.
While they're looking at each other and all this stuff, I say, can you teach us how to use one of those crazy staff that you have? It looks like it did a lot of damage.
But there is not enough time to do that now.
Okay.
Is Yella around?
She should be. She was not running with you at the moment, but
Yeah, if need be, I would boom my voice to call her over.
Okay. She might take a second to get over here. Anyone else have a plan? Gideon he rushes for the rampart. He's going to go up on the wall and direct from there.
Tenegru, how many soldiers can your airship fit?
The entire army can fit into the airship, but they are trained to survive in the confined spaces. I don't know if we could evacuate all of the citizens.
That's where, and I will look at Ziella, I was thinking that you might be able to come in handy. We take to the airship, we take to the boats, we start sailing out to sea. I don't know how many ships we got in the harbor right now, but if we can start evacuating the city, there might be a shot. Alternatively, we have to try to defend it. And the spell lasts for 10 minutes, and I'll kill a bunch, but at some point it's gonna fail.
Yeah, where should we start? I could start getting people out of the trade district here and move down to the docks, but I don't know about everybody up higher.
I think everybody up higher should be able to go into the airship, right? That's the closest place that they have.
Oh, that would sacrifice my entire army. To evacuate all of the citizens, I would have no more room for my soldiers.
Oh, okay. You see, this is why I don't speak. I thought it meant your army and the citizen. So yeah.
Do you have a link or something to start firing your lasers, whatever the hell you got in that goddamn thing at these things? Start by with suppressive fire from the airship, while you use some soldiers to evacuate up to there. Any soldier that can man a cannon that can hand up here, do that. In the meantime, I think Ziella, if you can start evacuating the citizens from the lower two houses, with the airship support, my blades, our spells, we'll throw everything at the gates to try to slow them down as much as humanly possible. From there, we figure out something else.
The airship has weapons. You got to be able to use it from the air too. That would be ideal from above.
The airship is the greatest weapon we have, but they require an order from the Queen. I will have to send a messenger, as there is no way that we can get magic through the anti-magic field into the airship itself. We need something physical.
Something physical like what?
Pen and
Hearthstone, can
paper.
you send Husk?
Uh, I can. Yeah.
Tenegro starts hastily scribbling on a piece of parchment.
He's fast.
Yep. I'll send Husk.
Okay. She rolls it up in a little scroll, and you get a little piece of twine and tie it around Husk's neck. He looks up at all of you expectantly, confused.
Take it to the Queen, Husk. Go to the ship.
This is
And-
the queen.
That's the Queen.
See, this is why I don't speak.
You're the one who tells Husk what to do, though.
Yeah. So who are we sending this to?
It's got to get to the airship to
Okay.
fight lasers.
All right. Husk, hurry up to the ship. Find anybody and bite them. Bite them so they can see the note. Okay? Go.
He turns it. He kind of like runs. He like does a little like weird serpentine kind of look. Gets distracted by a piece of grass for a second, and then springs up. He turns. He runs. He goes off to the temple district. He's got to make his way all the way up the city.
So as I look out, there's no way I think that we're going to hold this for very long, correct? Like, we're talking about looking at, like, tens of thousands of creatures.
Make an insight check.
19.
The bugs have stopped moving into the blades. They are going to make their ways to the edges of the spell and then try to scale the walls from there.
So yes. If the rest of you guys can put down any sort of damaging AoE thing to either push him out farther or whatever else, do that in the meantime. At least this way we fund them into smaller groups to hopefully, be shooting fish in a barrel, so to speak. But I don't think outside of us evacuating the city we can hold it.
I can only slow them down for so much. So I just drop a spike growth.
Can you get it on the wall?
Yeah, I can put it. I mean, it's a 20 feet radius.
Sure.
I can put it wherever.
Spike growth along the wall. It might slow
Yeah.
them climbing up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll do that.
I can dig a trench.
That will leave me with only one more thing that I can do, and I'm gonna save it for summoning wolves.
Dig a trench.
I have move earth, which I haven't done, but I could.
But wait, wouldn't digging the trench will help them go into and go and burrow, and they can move freely from there?
Do they look like they're burrowing?
Not presently, no.
But it would kind of help them, right? Because they came from underground. I'm just wondering. I don't know.
I can also do like a few different things that can make it harder for them to move, but again, that's just buying some time a little bit.
Yeah.
I was a little bit thinking if I could dig a trench or so, if I could also, if we had a way of getting water into it. I don't know any similarities between these and the ones we saw before, but we have not seen swimming ones yet.
True.
Do a bit of a moat situation. I don't know how far reaching that can really go, though.
Ravi can conjure water. I
That's
think.
only like 10 gallons at a time. I don't know how. I am not great at visualizing things, but I imagine that's not a lot very fast.
We're talking in the realm of, at least gallons wise, hundreds of thousands, maybe even into the millions. If we wanted to have any like noticeable impact, even slowing them down with water.
I was thinking in a trench, but
I'm thinking in a trench too, but yeah, even so. They do have to split. They kind of split themselves into two groups because the blades have forced them off of the gate. So they're as they kind of divide up, part of them goes to the more eastern side, which is closer towards the forest of Cesaria, where they're all coming from, and a smaller group goes over to the western side, which eventually terminates at the ocean.
Can we push them into the ocean?
Some of them, maybe.
I can do
Probing
big.
question for the group, but thanks, Dave.
I'm trying to help. I don't know.
I can do
Gideon
big.
says that shit.
Sure.
Right now I can't. I think it's more important for me to keep the blades up for as long as humanly possible.
I can do the big gust of winds like I did on the ship. It'll get rid of the birds, but I don't think that's anything right now. How strong is that? Push 15 feet.
Would I know if the castle had any like static defenses? Ballista, oil barrels, anything.
They may have had some stuff, but the Internum would have had an impact on whatever defenses that they had mustered. So they may have either like commandeered that stuff or repurposed it. You could get them to work on that because they may have just taken those oil barrels and prepared for a siege.
Yeah, I will. I guess turn to Negriel. You don't by chance know if your people confiscated all of our defensive fortifications, the oil barrels, the ballistas, all that? Because if we can break that out, start pouring oil on them, set it on fire.
I have not been here long, but I will get to work making sure that whatever is possible, that we will get to it.
Good luck.
If we can find something that makes the walls slippery, it would be helpful.
Anyone that wants can make an insight check.
Sure.
25.
Robbie's got it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Ravi, you've got approximately 10 minutes before a group on the eastern side will be able to get over the wall.
I'm going to hedge over there, because chances are, as soon as my spell ends, I will cast another spell. And my guess is that there's probably a little bit of time in between those two, based off of us talking a little bit here.
Mm-hmm.
And I would wait until they are, like, moments before they're about to climb over the wall, so there's many of them underneath what I'm about to do as possible.
Sure. What do the rest of you want to do? Gideon's barking orders at internum soldiers. They can't understand him, but he's forceful enough that they are frightened of his booming voice and kind of just doing close to what he says anyway. He's also gearing up the Machipans, trying to do give them what little rest they can before they have to start fighting up on the top of the wall. Tenegriel is putting together some of the more technical defense, or giving out the orders necessary for the internum to be able to get barrels of oil, and they're not well versed in ballista because they have somewhat more sophisticated ranged weapons. But whatever they can to do, kind of weaponry that Karenia might have had in stock to help defend the walls. Ziela is evacuating the trade district and is sending word to the docks district to get it evacuated as well, and sending soldiers up to the upper district and the temple district to try to get those.
I think I have Wall of Fire, which I think is maybe similar-ish to the Blades, if we need to fill in. I feel like pushing them to the ocean is smart, but I don't know if that's the group that's most pressing right now.
That group will be able to get over the wall also. The one that Ravi's going to stop is going to be the first one to breach, but it'll be moments before the other sort of subset can do the same thing.
And how far is the group closest to the ocean? How far are they from the ocean?
Few 100 feet.
Okay. I think I might.
I'll say also that was 10 minutes of real time. 4 have passed so far. The group that would be breaching on the ocean side would be 100 feet away from where Ravi is, too, since they're coming up on the edge of his blade spell.
Would I be able to check if there's like a way, if I was doing Gust of Wind like from myself, that I could get an angle that doesn't just push them down straight at the ground without walking outside of the city?
If you stay up on the wall and push out away from the city, then you may get them as they're scaling the wall. They'd be affected by the gust of wind and may just fall back down, at least some of them.
You know, start trying that.
Do you want to go to the ocean side or stay with Ravi on his side?
Let's say go to the ocean side.
I'll go with Criv on the ocean side.
Okay. I understand you can just keep taking shots over the wall at individuals
Sorry,
climbing up.
I forgot I had push to talk. I said that I was gonna go with Criv on over to the ocean side.
Yeah.
I got that.
Can I change my plan? I had a smarter idea.
Okay.
I'm sorry. There's so many factors of thinking. I can control water and try to just do what I did to save the baby turtles, but to kill these guys, preferably, is just try to pull them out. Like, I can control water from
the
300
ocean?
feet away. Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna have to go pretty far, and it might take a couple castings because you'll have to like pull it up a certain amount and then like pull it again from there. Because they're not on the beach or anything. They're not like next to the water. They're just closer to the water than the other group is.
Okay. Okay, let me look at the specifics because distance thing is catching me up. Because
What about Hajite?
Would I be able to mimic Ravi's sword spell with Sender?
What level's level 6? Blade barrier.
Correct.
You're pretty far from Taufel. 6th level spell is pretty high up. If you do it, there are risks.
Oh boy.
I don't have much else I can help with.
That's up to you. Ravi knows the spell. He could tell you what to write down.
And if this desperate thing, if she asked, I would actually tell her.
Fuck, it would be so not helpful to teleport myself into oblivion right now. What about the pull water?
Control water is a 4th level spell. A little more feasible.
All right, let's go for that and try and get the water up faster.
Gust of Wind is also 2nd level. If just throwing out there, I guess, because I don't know what we're doing.
Trying our best.
Trying not to do something horrifically risky. Yet.
Okay, so that's Arvstan, Kriv, and Hajite going one direction, Ravi going the other.
And I would have my sword out, slashing at things, like, because I'd be on the other side of the wall, just like chopping at them as they're coming across.
Yeah. And obviously there are Terranum soldiers stationed all along the wall, firing down into the crowd below. And there are Mochipans just behind them, preparing for the breach. Okay, Ravi runs east. The rest of you run west. As that blade barrier is about to be destroyed, you can see that this mound of bugs is about to reach over the wall. Ravi casts another blade barrier spell and starts shredding through them. But it doesn't cut them so fast that some of them aren't able to dive through the blades and get over to the other side badly damaged. On the other end, with that first blade barrier gone, the bugs are able to press against the gate again and start trying to tear their way through there. It's holding pretty well for now, especially because there the massing of stacked up bodies doesn't aid them. It actually prevents them from being able to exert enough force onto it. But they start climbing up on the other end, where Kriv, Hajite, and Arvstan are waiting. Arvstan is firing shots of arrows. He's felling bug after bug, but the pace is not enough to keep up with them. Kriv is starting to pull the sea forward 20 feet higher at a time, 300 feet. You can see Kriv is a little further along and trying to like move it back this way to try to wash away as many of them as possible. Hajite, did you cast the Gust of Wind or did you do the water?
I'm not sure exactly what Gust of Wind does.
It blows wind.
Powerful.
Stick-
It's pretty strong. It can push stuff.
It's pushes 15 feet away if after strength save. They have to do 2 feet of movement for every 1 foot to get closer to you.
What's the area of effect for that?
It's a 60-foot line, 10 feet wide from you.
All right, yeah, let's do that one.
Okay, Hashite is blowing a stream of wind to try to halt the movement of these things as they climb over. But some are going to make it and start to engage with the forces on the tops of the walls. Ravi concentrating on the spell. At first, the Mochipans start tackling the bugs that make it over the edge. Most of the initial force is so damaged from the spell at the start that it's quick work for them. A couple of strikes, and they're able to take them out, and they push them back over the other side. They get chopped into pieces as they fall through the blade spell, back down. Eventually, they stop doing that and start to try to toss them back the wall into the city, because tossing them over that end just creates more mass for them to be able to climb back over. The same is true of the other side, although Arvistan may have to get involved with the fight immediately as they come breaching over. You are standing flanked by Mochipans. How do you want to proceed? Do you want to switch to melee and start fighting with them, or do you want to fall back and let the Mochipans?
I would like to summon 8 wolves.
8 wolves on top of the wall?
Wait, so I'm on top of the wall right now, right?
Yeah, everybody is.
Everybody is.
It's Helm's Deep.
I would start. I would summon 8 wolves to be on top of the wall.
Sure.
And if I can't range attack, I'll just start meleeing.
Okay. You get the daggers out and try to cut through as much as you can.
Yep.
Hajite is gusting a fair amount of them over the edge of the wall. They go tumbling down. It doesn't necessarily kill them. The water is steadily rising around at least this mound that they've used to try to scale just this area. You could look out over the field and see that there are still more coming. They're springing up out of the ground. They're crawling over out of the forest. Every one that's getting killed is being replaced by 5 more as they continue to spring up. For now, the wall is pretty well defended. Then the first Mochipan falls up on the top of the wall. That causes an Interanum soldier to kind of panic. He tries to turn around quickly with his staff and fire it at that bug behind him. Another one grabs him and pulls him down off of the other side. Ravi has his shield out and his mace. He's got his spectral sword on the side of him, holding off this wave as they're coming closer, and 3 or 4 climbing over at the time. He's trying to fend them all off. Then 2 or 3 climb up behind him, get him in sort of a pincer lock, and then one of those gets kicked in the back, and the other one bit on the side with a giant axe beak. And Shell rips him into pieces and tosses him down on the ground below.
Yeah.
It's my baby!
You'll see Sudzi and Bumper and Splits all rush up to the wall. They're holding makeshift weapons and just kind of join the fight with Ravi. On the other side, with Arstan and Kriv and Hajite, members of the theater troupe come up to help you. Jade and Atoxica and all the rest start to fight and push back, and it seems like a rally, at least for the moment. You could see at least one ship starts to set sail full of Karenian citizens, not Koreans. You see there are more people rushing through the streets trying to get back. Nobles who are carrying like belongings that they're trying to flee the city with. And then Husk has reached the airship. You can see it start to whir and glow, and it kind of like turns in air, and points the front towards the walls of Karenia. You can see all of the stabs on the bottom sides are turn and train and point themselves in that direction, but they don't stop. The whole ship keeps turning. It turns away from the fight. And turns further towards the east. And you see trees crack and splinter and fall asunder. The whole forest being ripped and torn up. Dirt flies hundreds of feet in the air as the judge steps forth out of the trees. The airship starts firing a volley of magical blasts in the judge's direction. Each one of those stabs firing shot after shot. You can see each one does massive damage, exploding huge chunks of flesh off of this enormous beast. And then from the wounds that creates, they just kind of meld and stitch back together. Like a giant blob or like a huge glob of slime. The judge itself is different than when you last saw it. It's much larger, and it's more formless. Its legs, at least in the front, are kind of like big lumbering mounds, almost like a very swollen elephant's leg. And each time it takes a step, the weight of it causes the whole leg to collapse into the body itself, and it sort of slowly lumbers forward. And there are dozens of smaller legs on either side scraping along the ground, just sort of trying to pull it across the floor as it makes its way. The airship starts flying towards the judge, firing as much as it can. The judge moves toward the airship, very close to where Ravi is. You can see this thing is several hundred feet high at this point. It towers over the walls of Karenia. And as it approaches the wall, it doesn't even break stride. It takes one massive step. It collapses the whole side of the wall, probably about 200 feet away from you. Crumbles into dust. The dust billows up into the air, and you lose sight of what's happening. The bugs keep pouring in. So everyone sees that, and then one big swipe from a front leg strikes that airship. There's a massive magical explosion, and the whole thing drops out of view. What do you guys want to do?
Hunch over and cry.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Oh, there goes our fucking safe passage. Yeah.
Hey Ian, what's the range on this sword wall?
It's 100 feet.
Can we put the sword wall inside it?
Oh.
Theoretically, but probably not. Especially because I can't see it right now. Because
We gotta chop it! We gotta chop it in half!
And
Make
fight two blob
worms.
monsters?
Two.
Ay. I was not expecting that.
Um, I'm assuming that the only ways to go down are to either head back towards kind of like the center and down, or jump off the wall. Yes.
There would be a few different access points, but this doesn't necessarily mean that there's one that's right next to you. Um, you'd have to go like up to 80 feet to try to reach a staircase to get down.
I would start heading that way. Like, we can't hold this position anymore.
Okay. Ravi is not with the rest of you. What do the rest of you want to do?
I said you guys just saw that. I think it's time to go back to Robbie and see if he has any ideas.
Shell's going to pick up Ravi and run him.
Oh,
She's like, nope, I'm out. Peace.
how much can we see at the moment?
That big cloud of dust obscured a lot of Ravi's vision, but you can see that the judge has taken out the airship. You could make a perception check, Hajate, if you would like.
Oh, God, I don't have any eyes. Can someone else go look over there? I'm blind. Actually blind. Nat one. I hurt myself looking.
I'll take a look. Dirty 20.
I understand the judge is in the Temple District. Based on your memory of the layout of that district, the Temple of Tenegrail is gone.
Guys, he just took the whole Temple of Tenegra with him in just one stop.
All right,
think-
there's nothing we can do.
We gotta get to Robbie.
Yes.
He's the one with the weapon.
Yeah,
And
well,
our friend.
Let's
I
just
didn't
go
see
with
any
him.
of the fuckery that just happened, really, so I don't know where he went. We just got away.
We have to get out of here. We got to converge together, see what we're gonna figure out, but we need to get out of here now.
Okay.
Jade will tell you, I'm going to stay up on the wall.
Even though I hate you for cutting my hair, it's not a good idea. Let's go.
Arvestan, do you want to kiss first before you go?
Oh, I just fucking book
Yes.
it.
Yes.
I book it.
No,
I book it.
what?
I'm gone.
I'm
They're
telling
gonna-
you, Mom.
They're going to try to keep holding the wall. For so far, they got the wall held, at least in this part of it.
Sorry, Jade, he's busted. We gotta go. We are gonna trust them with the wall. Head
I
down.
don't see any other options.
Ravi and Shell can catch up with the three of you a lot faster than you can run into them. So
Good.
Well, my first thing would be getting out from underneath the cloud to see the damn thing.
yeah, it towers up above you. It's making its way across the Temple District.
Does it look like it is going anywhere, or just going up the city?
If it has a goal, it might be the palace.
How like long is this thing?
I mean, when we come to specifics,
Like, is it like just a massive, almost slug thing at this point because of how slow and awkward it moves?
kind of slug-like, like a bit like a big snail that has like. What are those crabs that like their legs are so thick that they're like all right next to each other? Maybe like a slug
Gotcha.
and like a millipede type.
Okay.
But not quite that long, like a squat one. But definitely like kaiju sized. The whole thing is not even in the city yet.
One I get to the ground, I want to use the spear's ability to try to determine the origin point of the psionic link.
Okay. You get some understanding of how the judge works. This big creature, this huge blob, is not the judge.
What?
This big thing is just a mass of organic material that the judge is controlling. The judge is in the center of the whole blob and is using a psionic link to make all of this happen.
Gotcha. So as we catch up with the party, we being me and Shell, well, guys, the judge is in there. It's not the thing.
Then what is the thing?
The thing is just like all the other things we've come across, just puppets.
So there's the weakness. We got to get in the middle.
We got to get in the middle. How? I don't know, but the problem is I don't know if we can do it without help.
If we can find a way to cut this thing in half, you think the one side that it's not attached to the judge will die?
Probably not. It'll probably just reform itself somehow.
That's what I was worried about.
And I get the feeling that if I strike it, just as it is, I will sever the link to its pinky toe or whatever, but the rest of it still moves. I don't think me hitting it once just disables the whole thing and it just crumbles like a house of cards.
Oh, that would be so ideal.
Do you have anything that can strike from the inside?
Not with the spear.
If we separated parts of it and you struck the parts separated, would they keep separated?
No idea.
I can explode part of it.
Yeah, but will it work though? That's a
I don't know. But I can throw the explosion inside of it a certain distance.
How? So if I said, hey, the actual judge is there, is it so far deep that she'd have to be like on top of the creature to send it down because it's so wide? Or could she do it from, next to it?
We're like trying to teleport the spear into it.
In this case, we're trying to explode the judge himself from the inside. So, like, if she has a spell that has a range of, say, 120 feet, would that be enough to explode the inside of it, or would we have to still, like, cut it in half in some way to have it shot?
Without the spear, you will not be able to damage the judge.
We gotta cut it in half. We gotta teleport the spear.
oh my god.
You think that's where my magic eject button goes?
Do we have 2 teleportation portals? Like in Portal, right? You throw it. And it just...
Hey, I see where you're going with that. That would be awesome. Ay, ay, ay.
I can explode the side of it, but it's not a big explosion. It's a very small explosion, in fact. It does damage, but it's tiny.
We need like something that completely penetrates to hit the center and subvert the link itself.
We could try and stack sword walls and cut them in half.
I cannot continue to stack sword walls, unfortunately.
I can attempt to sword wall and maybe die.
In the interim, we're heading towards the docks, correct?
Mm.
Are you? That's a party plan.
Yeah, that's what I was asking. I was asking
Yeah.
the party.
Definitely yes.
Is the goal to live?
We already have big information. We should leave and do something with this information, figure something out. Now we know that the judge is actually in the middle of this giant thing.
Irvison, you know that would be once again abandoning everything we like. And people. Like a lot.
We're gonna die here if we don't do that. Like, we don't have anything to battle this thing.
I've already done that once before.
With me out of the cloud, do I see any way to get into the thing? Or is it just like a giant mash of flesh?
Make an insight check.
Unnatural 20.
Ravi, you turn to look at the judge and see if you could find any sort of weaknesses, any possible entry point that you might be able to use to get to the thing itself. As you're looking at it, the whole thing stops. I need all four of you to make wisdom saving throws.
Yeah.
We really should have seen that one coming.
I'm good at those.
Why does it even matter? It can step on us.
23.
Woo! Unnatural 20.
Oh, I got 21.
And you don't have advantage anymore, by the way.
No, I don't.
Okay.
Yeah,
Just
this is wisdom.
you
Oh,
know.
wait, what? Yeah. This is wisdom. No, wisdom, not charisma.
Oh, yeah. 25.
Okay. So neither of you will, any of you will suffer any ill effects from this, but you'll hear that creeping sound of cicadas in your mind just slowly ramp up until it's almost deafening, and then a voice or several voices just sort of filtered in on those fluttering wings says, "We remember you." And the whole mass turns and starts coming in your direction.
Did it specify who it remembered?
I will start moving away from it.
Smart.
We gotta go into the ocean. It wants us now.
We have to go into the ocean no matter what.
Come here, baby.
You can see other fleeing citizens as it starts crawling forward just get trampled underfoot. And then when that foot lifts back up, they're stuck to the underside of it, and you can see some of those claws and mandibles like that the bugs that are attacking the walls have grab them as they try to climb their way off and pull them into the body itself.
We could steal a boat, or we could walk on water right now.
Whatever we need to do, we just got to do it now. And inform everybody else to get the hell out of here.
If it's after us, we can try and lure it away.
I think that's got to be the play.
This is where everybody's going, though.
That's true too. Does your Featherfall crib affect more than one person?
Nope.
Okay.
We'd still have a horse if it did.
If we went up the city and jumped into the ocean, how far of a jump is it?
It's deadly.
I can get us out of here if we're leaving.
I think if we draw, instead of going towards the ocean, we climb towards the palace, try to buy everyone enough time to get out, and then we try to get out.
Well, we gotta be fast.
Very fast.
And if like it puts its, if it at any point puts its foot or something down close to me, I'm gonna poke it with a staff of poke.
Sure.
Poke 'em.
It's between you and the road that leads up to the palace. You might be able to get up there if you sort of cross across the trade district and scale the wall at a different spot. But even if you just move deeper into the trade district, and as long as that keeps its attention, it'll draw it away from the people that are fleeing to the docks.
That's the plan.
Alright.
You'll head off in that direction. Move as far as you can. The judge does continue to follow you, but it is faster than you. Not because it's moving incredibly quickly, but because every step is like 100 of yours. So it quickly gains on you until you do get that step that is close enough to Ravi that he might be able to poke at it.
24.
A one better hit this thing because this is massive. There's no way you can miss this.
You spear into it. It does damage. You can see it like kind of splits open in that spot. And as you pull the spear out, it starts to stitch itself back together. I want Hajite to make a perception check.
Oh no! $17.
There are faces you recognize as part of this wall of flesh in front of you.
That is not okay.
Uh-oh.
Don't stab them.
I will try my hardest. Does it?
They're awake.
No. They look like bodies, like corpses.
I want to carve them out of there. I'm gonna explode it.
Do we have time for that though?
We're right next to it. We got time for anything else?
Yeah. Run.
Well, I'm currently running.
It's already caught up to us.
He's gonna get us. I'm gonna cast Shatter. I don't want to hit the faces. I just want to sever them.
Yeah, you will explode off a chunk of flesh. It just kind of like flies up in the air and then slams down in the ground, just in like a heap of rotting meat. You'll see like claws and mandibles like stretch out like a tentacle from the foot next to you to like grab at that section and just drag it back towards the hole.
As soon as it reaches out, I'm going to stab the tentacle.
Sure, that'll cause it to recoil. It'll lose a little bit. They'll send out more. And then another foot will start to block out the sun above you, towering over top of you.
I will try to get out. Kriv, if you got something to get us out of here right now, do it. Otherwise, we got to dash.
Not that quick, no.
Okay. In that case, I will dash. Try to dash out of the way.
I can get one person out and me.
You start to run. You will not have enough space to run before that foot comes down on you. But as it starts to lower, the whole thing kind of stops and reels back, and then the foot puts its place back where it was. I want everyone to make a quick perception check.
17.
30-20.
No. Okay. Unless the DC is like 8, then I'm okay.
You got 13.
There is a distant howling roar coming from the opposite side of the judge. I was saying you could peek around just a little bit. You see a battered and bloodied Gideon has just cut into the other side of it to pull it away from you. And he roars up at the beast. He stands there and he like plants his feet. And like the sound is not anywhere near enough to match the expression on his face. And the whole thing kind of shifts, like whatever the front of it's supposed to be is kind of just like molds across it to move to where he is.
I start screaming at him to run, to get out of there.
We gotta rip into this thing right now.
Yeah, burning hands. On the fire.
I have nothing that goes boom boom.
Do we just start hitting it with stuff?
Yeah. I want to shoot a bunch of fire at it and see what fire does.
Burn it, portions of it. You sear it, it'll scar up and splinter and just like start recovering almost as soon as you're done burning it.
If I sense where the actual judge is located, I'm going to cast the spell Dawn right on it. So
Sure.
everything around it. See if I can get it to fall something. Dawn is... Hold, please. 30-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder.
Okay. We're slinging spells. The size of that spell is small enough that focusing it on the exact spot where the judge is, you will not be able to see it from the outside.
Yeah.
That's entirely interior. It does not stop the mass from going towards Gideon.
Also, let me see here. Carry on.
You guys desperately put everything you can into trying to tear this thing open to get at the mastermind inside. You were able to like make seams you could break open. Even there are some parts where you think you break up enough to be able to see like a space inside, like an interior that you could actually move into. But it just starts stitching itself back together so quickly that there's not even enough time to react to enter. Then you will have a hand on Hajate's shoulder. When you look down, it's blackened. It has long claws coming out of the tips of it, and it's wreathed in black flame.
Oh, that sounds horrifying. I'm gonna scream.
You scream and turn around, and there is what it looks like Illyra, but she is cloaked in black fire. The fire forms twisted horns coming out of her head. And as she walks, she claps with like goat hooves. She silently walks forward, and as she does, she kind of grows in stature. And she reaches forth with these big, black, fiery, clawed hands into the judge and kind of like struggles and slowly starts to tear open a gap. And you can see she splinters the ground as she holds her stance slowly, and then she gets it just wide enough for you to be able to squeeze through and can't get it any further.
I'm gonna get in.
Yeah, I'm dashing.
Let's go.
Yeah, Shell's definitely in that too. Kriv?
Yeah.
Arvistan?
He's dead.
We lost. He couldn't take it. He passed out. He fainted.
You got spooked.
Goat hooves?
Spooking.
That is by far too much.
Yeah, Alira.
Oh man, she was too hot for him. He left.
Husk comes running out. He's got a little like trail of smoke at the tip of his tail feather. He's just like pattering forward, rushes in between Illyra's legs and jumps up with the rest of you. And then she loses the grip and the wall of flesh slams shut behind you. And then we'll pick it up next week.
This is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. Seen in my head. Oh boy. You're done now. How do you feel?
All right, what did I miss?
Oh boy, did you miss it?
A lot,
I'm so
buddy.
sorry, Jason.
Have problems with the connection. Sorry.
That's
Sorry.
okay.
Oh no.
We'll get you up.
You
Okay.
missed it, man.
We are ending the session here. Are we free to do next week? It's the 5th.
Yeah, I'll be good.
So far, so good.
Yeah.
Okay. Until then, by then, Jason will know what happened. Bye-bye!